Now, whenever I am feeling the frustration in the crypto markets going sideways or down, I stop staring at coinmarketcap.com and play a little high-stakes crypto poker. I mean, it's fun, and every once in a while you need to indulge in not just eating deep dish pizzas, but also in playing some goddamn poker. Fortunately, I have a site for you that has great software and a pretty soft player pool that you can dominate, and that site is Ignition Poker. I have actually been playing on here now for over 7 years and am always tearing things up at these mid-stake games. And the good news is I was able to get a nice double up in this session. Of course, if you would like to learn more about Ignition, there will be some bonus links you can check out directly below in the description. Don't forget to tap that like, and let's get into some of these hands. Also, stick around to the end, guys, because that's where we're going to see the massive all-in we had here with, an ace-king suited, okay? And the other thing about ace-king, obviously, when it's suited, it's an even more valuable hand to have because there's just, more things that could go in your favor. When it's not suited, not as strong, clearly, but, I still recommend being very aggressive with it. And let's be honest, guys, you are going to have the sessions where things don't work out, whether you're playing live poker, online poker, but, you still got to be aggressive. You got to stick to your guns sometimes. And, especially with ace king, and let's say that you're dealing with somebody who's like 3-betting or possibly 4-betting you, when you have an ace or even a king in your hand, the odds of your opponent having pocket aces or pocket kings, it becomes a lot less likely, which is something you also have to think about as well. And when you have ace king and a bunch of low cards come on the flop, your hand could still be good a lot of the time. So these are all things you got to be thinking about. But like I said, stick around to the end. Very interesting session here. And we had some hands before that I felt like I played pretty good. So I was playing pretty tight in this one, not doing anything too crazy, no big bluffs, kind of just playing ABC poker for the most part. And I didn't really have to do anything crazy to kick things off here because, we were getting some good hands in this one. And keep in mind, this is about... I want to say maybe like this was a little bit of a shorter session. I think this was about 35 minutes. That's all I played in this one. So it was kind of condensed down. The nice thing about this too is, you play for 30 minutes or so and, you get a really nice profit because we are going to, get a double up in this one. So the ace king did work out for us. It's always nice to kick the day off, with a nice $500 win under your belt, right? Doesn't always work out that way, but fortunately for us in this one, it did. All right, so this hand with a king 7, still some cards that could help us here. All right, so player 6 put out a little tester bet. And we just gave it up. River card would not have helped us. So that could have gone either way. I could have made the call there or folding, because we got to see the river card worked out for us. Bluffing there might have been an option too, but I didn't do it. All right, next hand with pocket 4s. Now this hand the flop wasn't exactly great for 4s. Really all we could hope for is turning a 4 or maybe some low cards. 9 would counterfeit our hand. And I was okay with checking it. So another 7 out there. Now 4s are looking a little bit better here clearly because he's probably got nothing, and I kind of knew that. So I put in a bet, see if he'd make the call. Figured he might float this anyways, which he did. Okay, and then a jack on the river. So not a terrible card for us, but I think checking made sense. And yeah, he had a 3-6, which was kind of funny. So he was really floating with with nothing there, not even a couple high cards. All right, this hand I thought I played pretty good. So the king queen suited of clubs. And pretty good flop for this this hand, but I think an ace did hit the board with it. But still, we have a flush draw basically in this situation. Now you can make the argument here, I could have 3-bet this to like maybe $30. Instead, I just decided to flat because we still had some other players behind us. Okay, like I said, the ace did hit the board, which you don't want to see with king, queen, but we do have the flush draw, so we're not going anywhere. Plus, our opponent doesn't have to have an ace either, but we did hit it on the turn. So, we got the flush, feeling pretty good about that. Just kind of hoping somebody has an ace now that they're going to bet, maybe with like a draw, maybe they got like the ace of clubs with a jack or a queen, or maybe they've got like ace jack with the jack of clubs, kind of like a hand that's going to be hard to fold. Anyways, I boosted it up a little bit here, just trying to build the pot, hoping this guy would make the call, which he's going to do. And then river card, basically perfect for us. So it was just about getting the right sizing in at this point, kind of trying to entice this guy to a call. And I think the hands that I'm talking about here, like if he's got like an ace queen or like an ace jack, it's going to be a hard fold. He called me right away, didn't even hesitate, and we got paid off right there. So yeah, so definitely, the right sizing there, and it kind of just worked out for us. All right, so here is the hand of the session, guys, and kind of the one that you're here for. And the ace king we had in this situation, we were suited, and we did, like I said, we sort of missed the flop, but it was still good enough that we were never getting away from the hand, and you're going to see why here. And pretty sure the way this went was 3-betting. So this guy kind of just boosted it up right away. So kind of just saying he's got a pretty strong hand. Now I just decided to call, which is interesting, right? I didn't have to do that, but I easily could have boosted it up a little bit there, but I just called. And look at this flop. So a bunch of low cards, okay? And I decided to take the initiative on this one, so I put in the bet. He is going to raise it, so he's basically representing an overpair at this point. Really anything that beats this board, or, yeah, that's kind of how I felt it was going to go. And, I decided when he puts in this raise that I'm just going to come over the top, and that's how this hand's going to play out. I could have just called, but I didn't want to. I just wanted to get it all in here, because it was just too good. Let's say that he's got pocket jacks, pocket tens, pocket queens. We still have a lot of outs going to the turn and river here, okay? And that's also what I'm thinking, but I didn't want to see that. Fortunately for us, though, we are going to hit that money card on the river. Drawing pretty slim, too. But we got there. So really just drawn to the club or an ace, and, it worked out, but yeah, if you guys get anything from this update, I would just say you definitely want to be aggressive with your ace kings, okay? When it's suited, it's going to obviously be a lot better. When you miss the flop against one opponent like that, and it's a bunch of low cards, you got to stay aggressive with it. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed another one here. Definitely feel free to comment below, share your thoughts on it, how you guys think that hand played out. But, I think that, sticking to your guns, playing ace-king aggressive, whether it's suited or not suited, you got to do it, man. And like I said, you could also get on our poker newsletter. We send out 1 email a week on updates as well. If you made it to the end, please tap that like. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next poker video.